According to the teachings of Bahái faith, Muhammad is a messenger of God and the Quran is divine word. As a manifestation of God, Muhammad found himself in the midst of a people consisting of 100 warlike and bloodthirsty tribes which were united to exterminate him and all his followers. These lawless tribes continued to persecute him, to slaughter the men and to capture the women and children. For the protection of the rights of these oppressed ones, Muhammad resisted these barbarous and bloodthirsty tribes. Under such circumstances, Muhammad produced a book, the Quran, in which, in a perfect and eloquent style, he declared the divine attributes and perfections and the ethical principles similar to those of the Old and New Testament. The history has recognized the extraordinary ability displayed by the Prophet Muhammad in consolidating and uniting the wild tribes of Arabia and founding a new culture and civilization. Now I read the words of Bahá'u'lláh about the suffering of Prophet Muhammad. Even as the sovereignty of Muhammad, the messenger of God, is today apparent and manifest amongst the people, you are well aware of what befell his faith in the early days of his dispensation. What woeful sufferings did the hand of the infidel and erring, the divines of that age and their associates, inflict upon that spiritual essence, that most pure and holy being. How abundant the thorns and briars which they have strewn over his path. It is evident that wretched generation, in their wicked and satanic fancy, regarded every injury to that immortal being as a means to the attainment of an abiding felicity, inasmuch as the recognized divines of that age, such as Abdullah Ubay, Abu Amir the Hermit, Ka'b ibn Ashraf, and Nazr ibn Haris, all treated him as an impostor and pronounced him a lunatic and a calumniator. Such sore accusations they brought against him that in recounting them, God forbids the ink to flow, or pen to move, or the page to bear them. These malicious imputations provoke the people to arise and torment him. And how fierce that torment, if the divines of the age be its chief instigators, if they denounce him to their followers, cast him out from their midst, and declare him a miscreant. Has not the same befallen this servant and been witnessed by all? For this reason did Muhammad cry out, "No prophet of God has suffered such harm as I have suffered." And in the Quran are recorded all the calumnies and reproaches uttered against him, as well as all the afflictions which he suffered. Refer ye thereunto, that happily ye may be informed of that which has befallen his revelation. So grievous was his plight, that for a time all ceased to hold intercourse with him and his companions. Whoever associated with him fell a victim to the relentless cruelty of his enemies. We shall cite in this connection only one verse of that book. Shouldst thou observe it with a discerning eye, thou wilt all the remaining days of thy life lament and bewail the injury of Muhammad, that oppressed messenger of God. That verse was revealed at the time when Muhammad languished, weary and sorrowful beneath the weight of the opposition of the people and of their unceasing torture. In the midst of his agony, the voice of Gabriel calling from the Sadratul Muntaha was heard saying, "But if their opposition be grievous to thee, if thou canst seek out an opening into the earth or a ladder into heaven." The implication of this utterance is that his case had no remedy, that they would not withhold their hands from him unless he should hide himself beneath the depths of the earth or take his flight unto heaven.